Real estate has always been a staple of many successful investment portfolios, and it's not hard to see why. You invest in something tangible, which usually appreciates in value and which can give you a solid flow of income. Investing in real estate in your own Western country isn't always the best option, however. For example, due to draconian taxes, a steep initial investment requirement, an impending economic and socio-political crisis, and so on. Many people are looking towards other horizons for their investment purposes, and today I want to talk about 5 reasons to invest in real estate in the Philippines, a beautiful Southeast Asian country with plenty to offer. And at the end of the video, I'll also provide you with some reasons why it might not be for you. If you like this kind of content and want to see more of it for free, consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel. It really helps a ton. Let's get straight into it with the first reason why you should invest in real estate in the Philippines. The first reason is simple. Real estate in this Southeast Asian country is usually much cheaper than in most Western nations, exceptions notwithstanding. You can often invest in a condominium for as low as $50,000, which puts the threshold of getting started with investing in real estate much lower. This of course varies greatly depending on the region where you want to invest. Metro Manila will be much more expensive than somewhere in a third-tier city. For example, in Manila, a 45 square meter or 6,600 square feet condominium could be around 180k, but it could easily be half that somewhere else. Now, I need to immediately tackle something here. As a foreigner in the Philippines, you cannot own land, so we are limited to condominiums only. I'll talk more about this at the end of the video. The second reason to invest in real estate in the Philippines is the moderate to high rental yield and the strong appreciation in value of your property. Currently, for my own property here, the average yield is around 8%, which is pretty damn good, and I'm definitely not complaining. In other regions, and in most cases, you can expect a yield of around 5 to 6%, which is still really solid. Again, this depends strongly on where you invest and how you do it. If you buy a unit at pre-selling prices in a popular area with a high occupancy rate, your yield will of course be excellent. Apart from the income stream you can expect from your investment, there's also the strong appreciation in value. The Philippines is a rising nation with really solid GDP growth, 5.7% in 2021 and 7.6% in 2022. Prior to the unspecified virus of unknown origin, they were at an average of 6.4% per year. In case you can't really place these numbers, this is excellent, around triple that of the United States or Canada over the same period. What this concretely means is that your investment could strongly rise in value, riding on the growing economy. In my specific case, for example, my units have doubled in value since purchasing them a few years ago. What's more, demand for real estate is also improving again after the pandemic dip. Moving on to the third reason, taxes will usually be lower than they'd be in your home country. Though of course I'm not an expert, so always check with an accountant or lawyer to be sure, especially if you're a citizen of the United States. The land of the free with by far the worst tax system in the world. Look it up if you don't believe me. In the Philippines, you'd usually pay around 12% of your gross rental income in taxes. The capital gains tax lies between 5 and 32%. But again, it depends on the situation. Always check with a qualified authority. Do not take my words as fact here. Although I'm pretty sure this is correct, it could change at any point. Reason number 4. You invest in another country than your own, which is very smart when it comes to diversification of your portfolio. If something happens to the economy of your primary investment region, your real estate in the Philippines would usually not be affected. You significantly lower the risk of losing everything when a particular country does poorly. And what's more, your investment could also be used as a second home, where you can take a vacation whenever you want, or even move to when something happens to your primary country. Those of us who are into the 5 flags international lifestyle sphere will know the value of spreading your assets across the globe and the tremendous freedom and security this brings. The Philippines is an awesome place to do this. And that brings us neatly to the 5th reason. You invest in the Philippines, which is not only a country with a growing economy, decent rental yields and a lower investment cost, but also a pretty damn great place in many other regards. I've previously made a video about moving there, and if you're interested, I'd highly recommend checking it out. But I'll briefly go over the main strong points of this country again. Philippines has a tropical climate, meaning it's nearly always hot here. This can be great if you're into diving and going to the beach. This country boasts a wide variety of beautiful nature, clear oceans, diving spots, mountains, jungles, interesting animals, and so on. Philippines is really cheap, especially compared to the West. Your cost of living will go down in almost every case. Filipinos are generally very nice and open to foreigners. The visa process is very relaxed and nearly hassle-free, with a visa on arrival system and de facto unlimited extensions. English is an official language here, which means that you can get by using just this language. As a Western man, it's pretty easy to get laid here. Obviously, likewise for Western women, but that doesn't seem to occur often. In summation, investing in real estate in the Philippines has strong merits all on its own, but if you add the innate benefits this country brings to the table, to me it's pretty clear why it's a great option. That being said, there are a few downsides as well, which I'll briefly cover now. You cannot own land. In the Philippines, foreigners are not permitted to own land, they can only buy condominium units. I'm guessing for the simple reason that otherwise, China would already own large parts of the country. While you can definitely argue this is a major downside, in my opinion this isn't a big deal, because condominiums come with plenty of benefits, such as regular maintenance, garbage disposal, guards, a pool and gym, and so on. But it's something to keep in mind. If you dream of owning a big mansion next to the beach, that unfortunately will not happen here. But you can definitely own a large condo unit overlooking the ocean, no problem. Another downside is the bureaucracy that could come with purchasing units here. Transaction costs can be high, and you'll have to sign a lot of paperwork and jump through hoops. At least, that's according to information I can find about it. It'll heavily depend on whom you purchase it from, and in what manner, of course, so your mileage may vary. Personally, in my situation, I found the whole process to be extremely painless and straightforward. Yes, I had to sign dozens and dozens of papers, go to the bank a few times, deal with some bureaucracy, but other than that, it was pretty simple to buy real estate here. In my home country, it would definitely be at least the same amount of hassle and probably even worse, having to deal with expensive notaries and so on. Anyway, and the final reason you might not want to invest in real estate in the Philippines, their real estate market could very well be in a bubble and the value of your unit might go down at some point, just like it could in any country. However, if you're investing solely with the purpose of renting it out for a stream of income, keeping it as a second home, or just letting it appreciate in value over the course of many decades, it seems to me that you can't really go wrong with investing in real estate in the Philippines. If you're interested in buying a unit here yourself, but don't know how to do it without having to actually travel here, I can help you out. Check out Serenity Real Estate, link in the description. Anyway, that's all I've got for today. If you've got any questions, additions, or just want to tell me I'm an idiot, I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you all so much for watching and see you in the next video.